Hello, guys. Well, we're in 2025. I think this is the first episode that I'm actually recording in the new year. Episode 18. My God, I can't believe I've been babbling on for 18 episodes, and I don't know if anyone's listening. If you have any feedback, any comments, if you'd like me to talk about anything specifically, go into a certain topic, or even go into a personal situation that you'd like to share, please reach out. I sort of started this podcast wanting to reach people, wanting to help people on their journey, to give support, to talk about topics, subjects, things that are close to your heart, not stuff that I just find interesting or things that come to me, but I wanted to connect. I want to connect with you guys and know, what are you going through and what would help you? Where are you stuck? Or even what helped you? What's your biggest asset or your biggest support? Your biggest anchor that's keeping you on your journey, and to sort of discuss that and go into things that sort of connect us and let us feel that bit closer together. And I guess just connected, that there is more of a dialogue and not just this monologue. But I'll be patient. I was told to do the podcast for a year without expecting anything. But if you are listening and you feel like there's something that you'd love to discuss or you'd love to hear more about, please reach out. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, but you can also write me on YouTube. You can leave comments there. I think you can leave comments on Spotify. Or just reach me directly over Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so today I again have no topic. I was going through Facebook. I have to go on Facebook to obviously post updates about the podcast. I also like to get a little bit of inspiration and just post little snippets. You'll see I'm not active every day. It's too hard for me, and I'm not a big fan of social media. But I try to always keep it going, to have at least 1 or 2 posts a week. And so when I go, I try and look through the groups and the pages that I follow that are also very spiritual to see what's happening there. What are they talking about? A bit of inspiration and even support. It's just, if you read these quotes, every day or every few days, just reminding you who you are, what you are, why you're doing this. It's such good nutrition for your spiritual life, for yourself, for your soul. To be mindful. Where do I put my attention? Where do I spend my time when I'm awake? Do I watch TV? Do I binge watch? What do I watch? Is it is it only entertainment? Is it only distraction? Or am I feeding myself something, that's more profound, that has a bit of depth? Is it about, my journey? Is it about unfolding, about growth, about going to God, about realizing who am I? Or is it about, I'm bored and this is a cool show and I'm just gonna forget everything and just lose myself in this show? What are you eating? What are the foods you're eating? Are you eating chips and chocolate and drinking alcohol and I don't know, lots of greasy food? Or are you mindful? What am I putting in my body? How do I want to fuel my body? This body, my vehicle that I'm going to have to live with for as long as my life, as long as I'm alive, you know? I think we forget how much our body does for us. And how do I treat it? How do I feed it? The thoughts you're having. What thoughts are you having? That's also part of your diet. You know, how do you talk to yourself? What's the stuff you keep telling yourself day in and day out? I'm not good enough. I can't believe this happened again. This always happens to me. I'm never going to be able to make it. She's never going to love me. He's never going to respond. Who am I kidding? I don't even know why I'm doing this job. If anyone finds out that I'm a fraud, like, oh my God, I can't believe I've been doing this for so many years and no one has realized that I have no clue what I'm doing. Or are you saying things like, you know, I am loved. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm cleaning the bathroom. I'm so lucky to clean the bathroom. I'm so blessed. I'm grateful I have running water in my home. I'm grateful I get to, scrub the toilet. It means I have one. I'm doing the dishes. I'm doing the dishes again. Well, no, I'm grateful I'm doing the dishes. I'm grateful I have a dishwasher. I don't have to do the dishes. I just have to stack and then put away. There are too many dishes. I'm so grateful I have a big family. I have people around me that I love. There's what goes on in your head as you move through your day. Your whole day can be a meditation. Your whole day can be one big practice of gratefulness. Your whole life can be one big practice of gratefulness. Or you can stay in your mind and let it drag you and let it guide you from fear, where you have your negative talk, and the good thing is that we have total control over it. We just need that bit of stillness and awareness, Can you be aware of the thoughts that are happening in your head? I've had terrible thoughts this week, absolutely terrible. I had a lot of, I think, because a few days ago I had a very peaceful day of deep relaxation, a deep, what do you call it? Deep surrender and just the biggest exhale, just, and then once I moved into that state, that state of just complete release, relief, surrender, peace, as if then the trauma deep, 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 deep inside of me said, oh, thank God, finally you are in this peaceful, open, neutral state. Now we can come up. Yay! Don't we love that? And I had massive pain come up. Oh my God. Pain that I thought I was done with, pain that I thought I had healed and worked with. And it just, it took me, it overwhelmed me like a tsunami. It just, such a huge winter for me in my life. Like it floored me. For the past 3 days, I think, where I just had to really surrender into it and allow it just to move through me. And I realized how fragile the human body and the human mind is, and not fragile in such a negative way, even. I don't mean it in like a, like falling apart fragile, but maybe that's a wrong word, maybe complex, how complex our mind and our bodies are, and how much there is, and how complex healing is. That you can't just say, all right, I'm going to look at something once or twice and it's going to come up and wow, that felt good and I'm healed. But that it is a continuous and constant practice. Healing doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't just happen that one time, that it needs to happen in lots of different ways too. And maybe you even move through stages, where you reach this stage, you reach this newfound awareness, and for the first time maybe in your life you realize, my God, look at this pain here. I'm holding a lot of pain, a lot of trauma here. And you're just seeing it, and you're just thinking, oh my God, and you're crying, and you're, oh my, trying to get it out and heal and accept. And that's part one of your healing, sort of. The initial, oh my God, I didn't even know it's there. Then you move further along, and maybe a year later even, you reach this new plane of existence, this new plane of awareness where you are so much more aware of things. And maybe it resurfaces, the same trauma, the same pain comes, and you can again see it in a different light, in a different way. And it needs healing now in a different setting. And it comes up again, and you see it and feel it and hold it in a completely different way that you weren't capable of doing before. And it's such a beautiful thing that we're allowed to do. I think a lot of people move through life without ever facing their trauma, without ever facing their pain, their real pain. Not because they don't want to. I mean, part of them obviously doesn't want to, but it's unconscious. And there's also the not knowing how. People live their whole lives not knowing how, and they die never having looked at their trauma, never having looked at their pain, never having looked at their patterns of how they have moved through life, how they have lived or how they haven't lived. And so I find it an incredible blessing, to be able to do this, to be able to meet yourself fully, to find yourself fully, to unfold like this. It is a blessing, as painful as it is. And mind you, when I'm going through it and I'm in the pain, I never think it's a blessing. I mean, oh my God, I'm sick and tired. I'm done with this. I'm done. Never again. I can't. Kill me now. And then when you're done and you feel that much lighter and you feel that much closer to God, that much closer to yourself, that much freer. And after doing it for a while, you realize, wow, there's something there that I'm just not going to understand for a while. And I'm going to keep unfolding, and I'm going to keep feeling better and better and lighter and more aligned with myself, more and more and more. And my heart is getting bigger, and I'm able to love more and love better and be present more and more fully. It is an incredible journey. It is the most, it moves me to tears to sit in that and think about it, and to just know that, okay, I just moved through this pain and I moved through this healing, and behind it is, what is behind it? I don't even know what to say. Bliss, paradise, pure, just what? Wow, and every time I think this is it, this is the end, and wow. And then it happens again, and another layer gets removed. And you peel away, and you become more and more yourself. And it is the most incredible thing. Yeah. But yeah, moving through it is not easy. And obviously life in general around you grabs at you, makes you doubt yourself, pulls you off your track, off your path. And it can become tricky. And falling off the path is completely normal as well. You can fall off. You can revert back to old habits, to negative patterns, to destructive behavior, destructive thought patterns. Yes, and it's not a failure. It never is, That's another thing. And you do this long enough and you realize nothing is a mistake. Nothing. Nothing is a failure. This is all part of this intricate play of life, of this intricate path to oneness, You have to fall back. If you fall back, if you, what you call, make a mistake or fail, it's part of it. You have to move through it because it is teaching you something. So yeah, it's not straightforward. It's definitely messy. It is definitely painful, but the most amazing thing you can ever do with your life here on this planet. And also, I don't think a choice for many of us. I think once it sort of grabs you, you just, that's it. You can't unsee this stuff. You cannot unfeel this stuff. But because it is so messy, it can be so messy, especially at the start, until you sort of start rolling. I find it is so important to have support. So important. And it doesn't even have to be physically there in your life. It can be someone online. It can even be a podcast. I mean, if my podcast could help someone along their path, to help them, to support them, I'd be honored. I mean, this is why I'm doing it. This is the whole purpose of it, for you to have an anchor, for me even to have an anchor when I'm stuck. I listen to my own episodes sometimes and it helps me. But also there's so many beautiful podcasts. There is Ram Dass, his podcast. Oh my God, it's pure love. I mean, if you need support, if you need love, if you feel like your heart's shut, it's closed down and you need something to just soften you, I mean, listen to Ram Dass. He is just, it's out of this world. There's also Muji, who I personally adore. He has helped me for the first few years on my journey. There's just no bullshit with him. It's just straight to the point. Just drop everything, drop, and it is the most freeing thing. You learn to surrender. You have to learn to give up yourself. Your ego is the only thing that holds on. And so you just surrender, just give it all up. And, so you need the support. You need to remember, as someone who keeps you on your toes, someone who nudges you back, when life pulls you too much. And there are, podcasts, people in your community, maybe, people online you can get in touch with. But if you feel like this is difficult for you, you're going through too much pain, reach out to someone, reach out to me. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm waiting for you. I'm like, come on, someone, send me a message. Can I support you? Please, if I can, just take my support, just take it. I'm not doing it for me. I swear, I feel like I've been sent here to be of service. I want to serve. So if you feel like my words resonate with you, just come and grab me. Just go, hey, Judy, here, help me, or save me, or listen to me, or help me with this. This is my problem. This is my dilemma. This is my pain, I don't know if I can help you, as in, I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I can be there. I can hear you. I can remind you to come back to your heart, It is always, we're up in our mind, and that's where the problem is, right? That's where we create all of our problems. It's all in the head. It all starts in your mind. And your mind will have questions, and your mind will have problems, and your mind will need to find solutions. And it is, you quiet yourself enough, you meditate, you chant, you do your mantra, you go for a walk, you go into nature, you quiet yourself enough so that you can then choose to move into your heart. into your stillness. And from there are no more questions. There are no more problems. There's nothing to do. It is this sweet surrender, this space where you feel really warm, where you feel supported. And you learn to reside there more and more and more. And you open your heart to everything and everyone. You start with the easy ones. You start with your pet. Oh my God, how can you not love your pet, right? So you start with that. If you don't have a pet, it's your child. Though they can be tricky sometimes too when they throw tantrums or whatever. But you start with just the person or the animal that you love the most. And you start there and you think of them and you cultivate this, oh my God, this love. And you feel what it feels like to think of someone that you love. And you just cultivate that. And then you try the next one. Okay, this one I love not as much, but let me just focus on all the things that I love about them. And it becomes a practice more and more and more, just out of your mind into your heart. And you focus on the positive. Keep focusing on the positive. See the good in all, see God in drag, see God in everything. It's a practice. It is something that you practice every day. And it can be tough when you're alone. And it's so sweet. It becomes so sweet when you've got someone there with you on your path, on your journey, when you can share it with someone who understands you. So yes, find that person. If you don't have a person and you feel like, you resonate with my words, my podcast, then please reach out. I'm waiting here with open arms. Don't feel shy. Don't feel like you need to say anything, or just be you. Just be you. Just say hi and just see what happens. And, if I can be your anchor or help you in any way, I will feel so blessed to do it. And if it's not for you, move on and keep looking, but keep looking, keep reaching out to different people, different places. Find your support, find your network, find your spiritual, bubble, where you can be safe, because this is so messy. It is messy and painful. And, you got to feel really safe to be able to really open up and really do this properly. So yeah, make sure you reach out, be vulnerable, and find your people. I think that's maybe this week's message. Find your people, find your tribe. Don't be afraid to ask for support. Go out there and find what you need.